He brought me this far to leave me. Positive role model for my siblings, helping them find purpose in their lives while doing my own work as a physician, advancing our knowledge in neuroscience.
All right.
As I conclude, I encourage you to remember this day, for today the world has become our oyster. Today we have more potential than our ancestors to create change that could potentially lead humanity into a new dawn. Today we are more than we were yesterday.
It is with great honor that I stand before you today. I thank God for all He has done within my life and all He will continue to do. This is quite surreal. Let's take a moment to feel the weight of all our experiences these past 4 years. Feel the sadness and the joy, the pain and the laughter. Look around you. Feel a wave of emotions from everyone who has touched your lives, even the ones not present here today, because some aren't here today. From family members to best friends, teachers, and mentors, 4 years is a really long time. In 4 years, you could watch your sisters grow.
And to connect to Chicago through education and service, a goal in which he has made major headway through his project, My Block, My Hood, My City, an organization whose purpose is to increase education attainability and minimize the opportunity gap for children of color in hopes of increasing their chances of success. Over the years, Jamal has won many awards. He has won the following awards for his service in the community: the 2019 Champion of Freedom Award, the 2018 Defender Man of Excellence Honoree, 2018 Chicago City Council Resolution. He was named one of the top 20 most inspiring Chicagoans, and he was dubbed Chicagoan of the Year by the Chicago Magazine. Please join me in welcoming Jamal Cole.
So last week, I was getting my coffee from a coffee shop in Inglewood, like I do every morning. And the lady behind the counter, she put my coffee in a to-go cup. And when she slid it over to me, she said, "Be careful." I said, "What, is the lid not on properly?" I see y'all have a logo on the coffee sleeve. What, is the coffee hotter than usual or something? She said, "Oh no, I just meant be careful when you go outside today. They've been shooting all month, be careful." That kind of stopped me. I wasn't even expecting her to say, "Have a nice day." I was expecting the courteous alert of "be safe." You know how when you leave the barbershop, they say, "All right, man, be safe. All right, bro, be safe." I was expecting that. But she had elevated the caution from "be safe" to saying, "be careful." Next summer when I go get coffee, she gonna slide it over to me and say, "Look out! Duck! Be safe, be careful." Some parts of the country they say, "Be easy." All right, man, be easy. Regardless of how you say it, that word "be" is powerful. Most of us don't think of the word "be" as an action verb. We think of the word "be" as being effortless. Nobody say, "I'm gonna wake up in the morning and just be. I'm gonna put on my shoes today and be some more. I'm gonna jump on the train, go to work, and do some more being." Y'all say that. We just go about our day and we assume everything gonna be okay. Not in Chicago. In Chicago, we can't even take just being for granted. Pumping gas at nighttime is a gamble for your life. You gotta say, do I stop at 69th at midnight and get gas, or do I risk running out of gas on the E-way? And that's a good question to ask if you care about your well-being in Chicago. You gotta be careful when you call Uber to take you to the airport. Uber driver show up at your house and say, "You going to Midway? You going on vacation, huh? Now how long you gonna be gone?" Next thing you know, he text messages his friend and come back to your crib and clean you out. or down the block? Now that's a good question to ask if you care about your well-being in Chicago. Kids can't even be safe when they walk into school nowadays. Y'all even call it walking to school. Y'all say y'all going on a mission. Every other block is a big yellow sign that says safe passage. That's $1 million program by the public schools where they pay people to stand outside on the routes where your kids walk to school because they want them to be safe. Coming up, we call them crossing guards. Nowadays, they call them safe passage base operators, like a military base. Same terminology kids use when they say they in the field, they in the trenches, they going to war with the opposition. These are safe passage base operators. They wear lime green safety vests with class 3 reflective tape, and they take up a position on the routes where your kids walk to school every day. I'm not hating on the program, I just want you to visualize what your kids have to process when they walk to school every day. They learn more from the walk.
Programs, if you don't mind just standing up and remain standing. Those students who are part of the Health IT initiative, stand, Epic, Cadence. Those students who have worked at Rush any time in your 4 years at Crane, remain standing. Stand to those students who have worked at Rush. Stand. Those students who have taken advantage of the opportunity to volunteer through Rush, please stand. Those students who have been involved in 5+1, the male mentorship program, the I-Mentor program where you. But with that being said, we still want to honor our commitment to these beautiful young minds. So the criteria for the Rush Scholarship is based on attendance. Half the job is just showing up.
Okay.
Half the job is just showing up. Commitment to the field of healthcare. That's what we're about. So we want to make sure we're supporting your journey and your pursuits. Service to the community.
Was a great school to attend. I wouldn't trade it for anything. It was a wonderful thing to attend Crane. That's where most of me.
Who have come through Crane High School and have walked down the halls. In 2012, the city of Chicago wanted to close Crane High School. And the community and the alum and very important people, including the family of George Hallis, who invented the Chicago Bears, started the Chicago Bears, who also graduated from Crane High School, got together and said, you cannot close Crane High School. Crane High School is too important to the history of the city of Chicago. My primary responsibility as the founding principal at Crane High School was to maintain the legacy of Crane High School. It is with great pride that I stand before you today to say that we have done so much over the past 6 years that the class of 1969 decided to share in their joy and their moment with us. I would like to bring up 2 of the members of the class of 1969. You may have heard of them before. The first is Miss Chaz Ebert, and she affectionately has a house at Crane named after her, Ebert House. Where's Ebert House? Miss Chaz And she is also the widow of Roger Ebert. And she's a famous attorney and philanthropist. I would also like to bring up Mr. Verdine White. Mr. White is the member of a very famous band called Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Okay.
And he is also a graduate of Crane Tech Prep class of 1969. They are going to come to the stage and share some words with all of us.
Thank you, Mrs. Chaz. I love your principal. I love your school. I love my school. I am so happy to be here today and to see you. I keep in touch with you through Mrs. Gates and through the principal. I know that you've had a 100% college acceptance rate. When we went back for our 40th high school reunion, Crane was not in the same position as you are today. There were not a lot of people lining up to give you scholarships. So our class, these people here, will you stand up please, class of 2019. Today, I hear that you're going to get scholarships of probably over $13 million. We can't compete with that. I'm so happy for you and so proud of you. We hear about things negative. We travel a lot. There are some of us, and that's my challenge to you, is going to be to get out in the world. We know what happened yesterday. I'm interested in what's going to happen tomorrow. And what's going to happen tomorrow is going to be because of you sitting there and the awesome things that you're going to do in the world. Travel is part of it. Get out there and see the world. I think it was Mrs. Gates, or actually maybe your valedictorian, who said, make the world your oyster. The world is your oyster. We have a graduate from the class of 1969, Dr. Benjamin Thomason over there. He's been to 34 countries. We have teachers, we have lawyers, we have principals, we have business people, but you know, we have famed singers. But you know what we really have that takes us, that kept us going these last 50 years, and that I hope is going to keep you going the next 50 years? We have spirit. We have spirit. These people are so kind. They're so compassionate. I want you to look on either side of you of your graduating class, and I want you to make a commitment to stay in touch with each other. The world is not easy, as they sang in the beginning. But when you stay together, when you stay connected, when somebody's in trouble, if somebody says the pressure is too much, if somebody says, I don't even know if I can live another day, guess what? You're there to connect each other. You have to be each other's safety nets. Or if somebody says, I have an invention that can cure cancer, you have each other to support. And I heard some of the things that you did. Some of you went to that program where you learned about software for medical equipment that most people think is only science fiction. So I know that some of you are going to be inventing things that are going to save my old life. I want to see you do things in your community, do things with your family, because the thing that I believe is the most important is love. Jamal, you were right. You gave a powerful speech. It is not normal to walk and have to go through a triple thing to get a cup of coffee. That's not normal. It's not acceptable. There are a lot of things that we can change, but where I am in this life, I didn't tread an easy life. My life wasn't easy, but you know what made it easier? The love that I got, the connection I kept with classmates, with my family, and that's what I'm challenging you to do. I'm challenging you not only to look outside for the material things that you're going to attain, that's important. Look inside, because the things that are in here, the things that are in here in your heart are the things that are going to carry you through no matter what. I talked about empathy, kindness, compassion, forgiveness. Those things are really important, and what they all really come down to is love. I want you to love yourselves. I want you to love each other. There are all kinds of love. I want you to find romantic love. I want you to find the love of family. I want you to find the love of community. I want you to find the love of the homeless person on the street. I want you to just love. That's so important. In my eyes, you all are shining stars. And that gears up to introduce you to your next speaker. My classmate, I'm so proud of him, and the consciousness that their music is brought to the world. Please welcome Verdine White, the first women to fire.
Good morning, class. Good morning. And happy Father's Day to all your fathers out there. Yeah. To the faculty, to the class of 69. Thank you. To all of you all. Thank you, Chaz. Let's give Chaz a hand, please. To the principal, Chaz, thank you so much. I made a mistake. I met her earlier, and I asked her what college she was going to go to.
Right. She looks so young. Okay.
So thank you so much. You know, it's not that often I get a chance to come back home to Chicago, because this is where it started for me. And it's a great place to be. Chicago is a fantastic city. Of course, you know, my day job is being in the band Earth, Wind & Fire. And we're the parents, you know, who, you know, they got all those 8 tracks around the house, and those albums and all that stuff, and you taught them how to work the phones, you know, how do you work this phone, and what is Facebook? I mean, they don't use MySpace anymore, or on Instagram, teach me how to work this phone. But the nice thing about it is, you know, the world is always changing. The world is going to change. And then as you find your own space, this is a journey. This is, you know, it's not a race out of the blocks fast. And you want to enjoy the journey. You want to have a great time doing it. Of course, you all are headed to scholarships. And, you know, some of you are going to be lawyers, doctors, record producers, artists, managers, publicists. All of those things that are just about life. And it's just about humanity at the end of the day, about your dreams and your hopes, and your successes and your failures. And there's no such thing as failure. It's just for you to readjust and to give you an opportunity to really figure out what it is. And what you want to do in your life, if you can use your intuition, which we call the silent voice, or in my business, you're using your gut. But even after all of that, you got to put God first. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Because without that, you can't go anywhere. You can't do anything. You got to thank your parents, your mentors, everybody that got you to this moment. All of the work that you're getting ready to do, all the fun that you're gonna have, the fun you wanna have, but most of all, the journey that you want to take and travel. This is a life journey. You're gonna always be working on your profession your whole career. And the speech that you made, Brother Jamal, was really great about the powerful word of the word be. And back in the day, your parents know this song. We wrote a song called Be Ever Wonderful. Yeah. You can stream it now, or if all y'all still got your 8 tracks, y'all go back and check them out. But anyway, in closing, what I want to say is just be yourself, love yourself, love your friends, love your families. Who knows what the journey may take, because all you all are going to go your own ways after this, and college and things like that, and whatever new technology you use to stay in touch. But the most important thing, I'm wrapping this up. I love you too. Be ever wonderful. I love you. Thank you.
I love you too.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
On Friday, the class planted a tree in his honor on campus. And one of our students prayed a prayer that could stand up on any church on every Sunday. Young people, stay together. Hold each other close. Keep your memory. Parents and families, we ask that you remain seated as the students recess. You can meet them outside. We are going to go outside and take our class photo.
Okay.